I'm doing this event with Tim Shriver called Call to Unite. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be speaking to 3 of the students from the African Leadership University. That there's one based in South Africa, one based in Rwanda, one based in Kenya. It's basically to hear what's going on the continent, how they're doing, and to just let people know that this is a great leadership where all 54 countries are united through the African Leadership Academy. Hello guys, would you like to introduce yourselves to everyone?
My name is Sophonias Neguse. I am from Ethiopia, but I'm currently in South Africa. I am part of the founding class of ALU, so currently an alumni, and I'm doing good, surviving in these tough times.
My name is Rudo Gumbo, and I am from South Africa, and I'm part of the 2019 incoming class.
My name is Hope Mutua. I'm from Kenya, and I just graduated as a second class from the African Leadership University.
Congratulations. It's a pleasure for you to be able to do this. And can I ask you, I'll start with you, Hope. How you're in Kenya, how is it for you there? And what have you been doing to stay safe?
I think it's definitely an interesting time. I just graduated, so I came home looking forward to see my family and friends, and then we went into some sort of lockdown. So what we're doing is social distancing. A lot of people are staying at home, but obviously that's affecting, like, we don't get to see family, we don't get to see certain friends, but I guess we're making the most of it, and we're happy that we're healthy.
And Rudo?
For me, I'm in South Africa, and it has been a quite interesting time, but I think as a nation, we've come together to work together and to just adjust to this very unsettling and unfamiliar time. I think we all are coming together in spirit and emotionally, because we can't really be there physically for each other, but we are definitely there for each other spiritually.
The African Leadership University, ALU. So, can you tell me, you come and you study at the African Leadership University, then you go back to your country, so in your case, Kenya. What's the support that you get? Because that's the part that I love about the African Leadership University, is that they support you when you graduate and you go back to your country and you begin this business. Is that correct?
So seeing that I am a first year and Soph and Hope have already graduated, I have still a lot to learn throughout the process. But currently I have learned so much about myself. I think before coming, I still had a bit of doubt about my leadership potential, but being around so many other leaders, it helped me to unlock my leadership potential. So just to basically get inspiration from everybody and their different talents has really been beneficial for me and my journey.
Sophonias, please tell me your experience with the African Leadership University.
My experience has been very positive. I would say it's been quite eye-opening, because the diversity that's in the campus, even within the continent, there's so much that I didn't know about, right? Different countries, the experiences in those countries, and not just the differences, right? But also just how similar we happen to be across such a diverse continent. It was also quite inspiring, because it's a small campus, but it's a small campus of very high potential people. And there's something that happens when you see other people who look like you strive, right? It gives you the hope that you can do it too. There's also quite a strong support network. So as Hope was saying, if I come back to South Africa and I want to start something, I have a friend who's maybe done that, or there's access to people who feel like people that you can relate to, who've done quite big things. And that's quite inspiring. That's left me way better than when I had joined in the first place.
When I was in Rwanda in September 2019, we had like a round table on a Saturday at the ALU there. And one of the guys said, "I realize how blessed I am." And he comes from Rwanda, and I said to him, "But you went through a genocide." And he said, "Yes, but I'm still blessed when I hear the stories from some of the others that come from really, Congo or South Sudan." To hear someone say that to me was really touching, because he realized that he had more opportunity than the others, but yet you're all under the same roof. You're all coming together, you're all learning, supporting each other, and it's wonderful that you know that when you leave, you still share the network of being able to support each other. So who is your favorite leader?
My favorite leader, at the moment, I would say my favorite leader is the president of Ethiopia, the Prime Minister, Abiy Ahmed.
He just won a Nobel Peace Prize, didn't he?
Exactly, and I'd like to emphasize the peace in that, because our country isn't particularly known for governance in that sense. So him coming out and preaching this message of peace and just how different that was and how much courage that takes to take up leadership like that in what is fair to call quite a volatile place. I think that's an example of the kind of courageous leadership that all other countries would benefit from taking.
The coronavirus has definitely brought out some incredible, compassionate, kind stories. I mean, hearing about a friend of mine in Dakar that made 1 million masks, Alpha, a fellow model. There's been some incredible stories. Is there anything where you are that you've heard of or that you're part of yourselves that you're doing to contribute to the community around you?
So for my community, I'm from a very small community in South Africa, just out of Johannesburg, Rustenburg. My community, we have tried to all come together and basically help the government in implementing a food drive for those who are homeless, who live outside, basically. So we're trying to collect all types of food for them and sanitary products for us to basically show them love, even though we can't really do that in this sad time for us.
For me, what I've been saying is there's no borders anymore. We are all, there is no borders. We really are all one in the same situation. And I do believe staying in positive mind, embracing this, trying to adapt, because I do believe adapting is the only thing you can do in the most positive way, because there is going to be a new way of life, and that's just the way it is. Thank you all so much for taking the time to speak to me. I'm proud of all of you, and I look forward to you leading us, guiding us. You are our future, you are our generation of young African leaders, and I'm so inspired to talk to you today. And I thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.